Hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and the Plague Star operation is back once again, so I thought I would put together a quick video to let you know what's going on, just in case you weren't here before. Now there is actually a written guide that you can read in game. Simply go to Navigation, Events and Plague Star. Now the vendor for this event is Nakak, the mask vendor, and she has Cetus Wisps, Cathode Tendrils, fully built Forma, Phosphor Blau and Phosphor Rad, which are blue and red fireworks. Then she also has some mods, so she has Fulmination, which increases AoE on secondary weapons, and Sacrifice, which sacrifices your Sentinel and revives you. This is really good in combination with Regen or Primed Regen. Moving on, from there we have a Radiant Centaurum, as well as the Plague Star Emblem, Norg Brain, Mercury Liver, and Hard Nith, which is followed up by the Eidolon Phalanxes blueprint, which is reusable and allows you to build 5 Eidolon Phalanxes in the foundry with a little bit of Iridite, a little bit of Groctro, and a little bit of Nisopod with 500 credits. This is one of the 2 items that you can use during the bounty to make it a little bit harder, but to also increase the standing you get. The blueprint for the second one, by the way, the Infested Catalyst, is research in the Infested Lab in your dojo. This one is also reusable, and it takes 500 plastates, 2300 ferrite, and 1800 nanospores, as well as 500 credits to build 5 of them once again in your foundry. Just don't forget to put them both into your gear wheel before you go and do the Plague Star bounty. But anyway, Nakak also has the blueprints for Ether Daggers and Snipetron, and then she has blueprints for Zo Arcanes. The first one is Exodia Contagion, and the second one is Exodia Epidemic. Now both of these have sort of an activation component. You have to double jump or bullet jump before they actually work. Exodia Contagion will make your Zo fire a projectile that does quite a bit of AoE damage on an air attack, and Exodia Epidemic will fire a wave of energy on a slam attack that will suspend enemies in the air, similar to Rhino Stomp. And finally we have the spiciest of all the rewards, which are Plague Aquin, Plague Kripith, Plague Kawar, and Plague Bokwin blueprints. These are infested Zo parts. These plague parts make some of the strongest Zos in the game because the plague parts themselves add viral damage to the Zo, which can be exploited with condition overload for a stupendous amount of damage. Now the Plague Star bounty is accessed just like any other bounty. Simply go to Konzu, scroll down, and boom, there it is, Plague Star. And the bounty always has the same structure. You go to the plains where Konzu will mark a cave for you, you go down to the cave and retrieve a mixture. Konzu will then mark the mixer, which is inside an armored Grenier vault, where you have to take the mixture and defend it for 3 minutes. This is also where you can open up your gear wheel and mix in up to 4 Eidolon Phalanxes and 4 Infested Catalysts. Just bear in mind that each one of these will make the final stage of the bounty harder. The Eidolon Phalanxes will increase the level of the final bounty, and the Infested Catalyst will make it so that more of the final bosses, or the Hemocytes, will spawn. The third stage of the bounty is very simple. You retrieve the mixture from the mixer, you take it to a nearby drone, which you then have to escort to the Plague Star bounty, where it will drop the mixture into the Plague Star. This will trigger the final stage of the bounty, where you have to fight between 1 to 4 Hemocytes, depending on how many Infested Catalysts you mixed in during the second stage. Now the Hemocyte fight is basically the second stage of Lefantes when he's stomping around, so you have to take out the Infested Ancient Head, the Grenier Head, and the Corpus Head before it dies. But it's a little bit more hectic than fighting Lefantes, because the Plague Star will be spewing infested spawning pods throughout the entire fight, so it's just a cluster truck of knockdowns, slows, and staggers. Which wouldn't be too bad during a normal boss fight, but if you ever fought Lefantes or even the Hemocyte, you know that he only exposes the weak points for a little bit at a time. I would also highly recommend against mixing the full mixture in solo mode if you don't have like really good gear, because the final Hemocyte is going to be level 84, it's going to have a ton of health, and it's going to do a lot of damage. However, if you do have the gear to take down all of them, it is worth it, because you will get far more standing than if you just take down 1 or 2, and each Hemocyte will drop 1 Hunter mod, which are pretty cool, as well as 1 Hemocyte Cystolith, which is used to build the clan trophies. And before I end the video, I just quickly want to mention that you won't have access to all the rewards from the start. You do have to progress through certain ranks by just giving stuff to Nakak, but it's not too bad. You can easily get to the final rank in like an hour or 2. And that's pretty much it, so I thank you very much for watching. As always guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video and it was helpful, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.